Okay, so how do you determine your home's value? Hey, my name is Randy Hoffey. I'm a local realtor here in Williamsburg, and that's today's video. Stay tuned for more. Okay, the first place you look if you want to determine your home's value is you want to look at recent comparable sales. What do we mean by comparable sales? Well, a comparable sale would be a home that's in your neighborhood, for example. That's the best one to look at first. Something in your neighborhood that's similar size, similar style. So if you have a Cape Cod, you want to look at Cape Cod. If yours is one level, you want to look at one level. If yours is two level, look at two levels. And then similarly situated. If you're at the end of the cul-de-sac, try to find something similar at the end of a cul-de-sac. If unfortunately you back to a main road, then try to look for examples that back to a main road and go on down the list. You want to look at more recent sales if possible. Anything within the last 60 days is better than something that's a year old. Don't go beyond a year, but look at all those comparable sales. And then you want to look at the median price for those comparable sales, not the average, because that can be thrown off sometimes. Look at the median price. And you want to at least have 3 comparable sales if you can. 3 or more is better. Okay, so that's one data point, the comparable sales data. Another data point you might look to are the actual algorithms online. I'm talking about Zillow, Realtor.com, and some of the others. Look at 2 or 3 of those. And those are useful if you live in a large neighborhood with maybe only 3 or 4 different models. It can be a good data point to use. You have to be careful, however, with those. If you're in a smaller neighborhood or you're right next to a neighborhood that's drastically different. For instance, you live in a neighborhood just outside of a gated community, those algorithms can be far off. So be careful with that, but it is another tool you can use, and we look to them as well sometimes. Okay, if you have a rather unique house, it's a little bit different. Another tool that we use sometimes is we look at the tax assessments. Now be careful with that. The tax assessment is not an indication of market value, but it is a data point because we know that the assessors use a very similar, or they use a certain set of criteria to assess each house. So it's a good way to compare homes. And what you want to look there is you want to look at the ratio. What's the ratio of the sales price for homes that recently sold to their tax assessed value? Let's say homes in a particular neighborhood tend to sell for 115% of the assessed value. Well, then you can look at the assessed value for your home, multiply it by 115%, and that would give you a rough estimate maybe of what your home might sell for in the market. Again, it's just one data point of many. So if you can get 3 different data points, the comparable sales data point, you can get a data point derived from the algorithms online from Zillow or other sources, and then you can look at the ratio of sales price to assessed value. That's 3 different data points, and that might help you determine what your homes might be worth on the open market. But the best way is to hire a professional. You can hire an appraiser. Appraiser can come out. They'll run through the process of determining your home's value. If you don't want to do that, this is a service that Jody and I provide for free. You can give us a call. We'll come out. We'll look at your home. We'll run through the process of the comparable sales. We'll look for the best comparable sales. And we have a lot of professional knowledge about the difference between neighborhoods, so we know how to weed out sales that really don't work. And we can come up with an approximate value for your home. We do this all the time for our clients. It's called the Home Valuation Report, and it's free. So just give us a call, 757-903-8840. And again, my name's Randy Hoffey. I'm with the Williamsburg Home Team, and we're happy to help.